Gentlemen, you're not supposed to be here.
This is a closed course.
Welcome to Closed Course, presented by Pins and Aces, where the mic is open and the drinks are cold. This is the spot where golf meets good company. Athletes, artists, reality stars, and the pros who live on the greens. From tee boxes to tour buses, from green rooms to greens, we're asking the questions you won't hear anywhere else. We talk sports, we talk life, we talk everything in between. No scorecards, no pressure, just good vibes and stories that'll make you laugh, think, and maybe even grab your clubs. So let's tee it up and let it fly.
Welcome back to your favorite golf podcast, Closed Course, presented by Pins and Aces. This week, we have a very special guest, Nuggets player Cam Johnson. This is a guy who's played over 280 NBA games and shot nearly 40% from three points during his career so far. He is the host of the podcast, The Old Man and the Three, and beginning to love the game of golf. Cam Johnson, welcome to the Closed Course podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Stay beginning to love the game, or are you now an avid golfer?
I'm an avid golfer. I'm not a good golfer, but I'm an avid golfer.
Okay. I love that. Well, you played good yesterday, right? 41.
Solid. It was a solid 9, and you know, some things are starting to put together. I feel like this is my breakout summer with golf. I've been playing for probably since after my 3rd year. So this will probably be my 5th summer really playing. And I think this is a separation summer for me.
That's crazy.
I mean, he started out, 2 under through 3 or 4 yesterday?
Yeah.
Weren't you?
Really?
Or then I hit a little double bogey.
Okay. So are you the best player on the team?
Hell no.
Who is?
Who's the best?
Who would you say? I don't want to give it to Bruce. I don't.
See,
but we have to give it to Bruce.
I'm going to sneakily say, CB is getting there quick.
CB
Really?
puts time into it.
He does. I can't give it to Bruce because Bruce is all over the map.
Yeah, and you don't want Bruce. It'll inflate his head for sure.
Too much?
He would say he's the best, but CB's on a rise.
Okay.
It's funny because CB, when he was here, this was before when he was on the Closed Course podcast, he was talking about, we brought up Jordan, of course, like playing 36 holes, then go dropping, a 40 banger that night. And I'm like, hey, do you get to do that? He's like, I need to sign a new contract. I don't have that leverage yet,
It was like
now,
week before he signed.
Yeah, and now I think now that he feels a little more confident, he's probably going to bring his sticks on the.
Maybe.
But even then, guys, it's like, especially when you're younger, you get very apprehensive about bringing the sticks with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you need maybe 3 or 4 other guys and some coaches to bring them. Then you're like, okay.
yeah.
You're not going to start the.
You're not going to start. You're not just going to bring them on your own.
Do you bring them?
Too crazy. I hadn't brought any on any road trips this year. We didn't really have, I don't think, road trips that kind of lined up. But in the past, I have.
Okay.
And when I was in
EQ
Brooklyn,
guys don't like that shit either.
Exactly, EQ guys, it's extra bags to move around and stuff. They don't like it. I brought them to training camp, and in the past in Brooklyn, I would bring them. Probably 2 Florida trips is what I would play in Orlando, stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's probably hard too in the NBA season. You're in so many cold weather cities. Denver not being one anymore.
Yeah. So what you look for on your schedule is multiple days in a warm city. So one that you know that you'll have an off day. If you can eye that on the schedule, then everybody's like, hey, we bring the clubs. Hey, we bring the clubs.
Nice. So if you have an off day, will you stay an extra day in that town, or do you just, when you get there, you come back to Denver as quick as you can normally if there's a break?
If we're coming home, you come right home.
Right.
But if there's an off day in between games on a road trip, 2 road games, 3 road games, 4 road games, whatever it may be, and in that space you have an off day, it's off vibes, whatever city. It's a predetermined decision, but the staff and whoever makes those decisions, they'll, if we're playing L.A. to name a bummy city, Memphis.
Yeah. L.A. to Portland, that West Coast,
or
Memphis.
That's
Memphis
too.
Yeah,
L.A. to Portland is.
Everyone's dogging on Memphis right now in the NBA. So pile on.
L.A. to Portland, if you have a day in between, maybe you'll stay the night in L.A. and stay a little longer. If there's 2 days in between, maybe you stay 1 whole more day in L.A. and then the following day travel. As opposed to if it was Portland to L.A., you might get out quickly and go to L.A. And spend more time there. So it's all just.
That makes sense. Is there anyone on the team that brings their clubs all the time? No, no one really does that.
Not that I've seen.
That's interesting.
I'm sure there are players on some teams that you can find that does that.
Yeah,
but you got to be established, bro. You brought up Jordan. You got to be.
Well,
you got to be Jordan.
Or Jordan LeBron now. LeBron's really getting into the golf. And
he's probably bringing his
he's playing the
clubs.
day of the game with like the Bob Does Sports guys.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, if you're Michael Jordan, you can do that. But the funniest thing is, like, he lost the first 18, and he's like, "All right, like, we got to head to the gym," and he's like, "No, we're running it back. We're playing another 18. Get another bucket of beers." And like, what? And then he dropped 40, I think,
40.
you know, that night. That's just being, you know, it's crazy, though, with the athletes. Like, you've only been playing for a few years, and you're already shooting 41 on 9.
Yeah.
And how tall are you? Like 6'7", 6'8"? I mean, to be that tall, people who play golf and obviously listen to this podcast, to be that tall, it's hard to, like, find your golf swing. You got to get longer clubs. You got to do all this different stuff. And to pick it up and shoot 41 in 5 years is crazy. And not even a real committed 5 years. I mean,
Yeah, it's a
3
very
years.
you're a little busy.
I have a
schedule.
long, I have a long golf off season.
Yeah, that helps.
And to shoot 41 after not swinging since training camp in San Diego 6 months ago. That's incredible.
That is
I
incredible.
felt better. You know,
It's just an
sometimes
athlete.
you feel good. Like the rotation feels pretty good. You know, the joints are feeling warm. Sun's out, feeling
Yeah,
good.
we were talking
that's-
yesterday about your hip.
Yeah, like
The
my
hips
hip
feel
feel
good.
good, then the swing completely different. I don't care how much I practice. I don't care how much I'm at the range. Like if my hip is not feeling good, then my golf will suffer, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so what's your low score then? Yesterday was a 41.
On 18,
Yeah.
I've really struggled to put 18 together. So I'll
Really?
like the bet like 41 is really really good for me on that.
Yeah.
That might be my best 9 ever. I'll say.
That's good.
But like I can pull off 43, 44 on 9. I can do that.
Yeah.
But I'll usually, if it's the back 9, I'll struggle on the front 9 locked in. But if it's the front 9, like that's pretty much the wheels are guaranteed to fall off. So my best 18 is probably 88.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still good to break 90. I think it's like less than 5% of all golfers ever have broken 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Anybody
crazy
But
play
I
stat.
golf?
really stuck at 93, like 92, 91, 94.
Really?
I mean, even just a percentage of golfers that break 100.
Yeah.
It's not many.
No, it's not.
So
So what's kind of the plan for the summer then to get better? What's like the part of your game that you struggle with? Putting, chipping, or you just all around?
Hey, I'm a
Depends on the
bad
day. That's a
putter.
tough one.
I'm a bad putter. So
Okay.
that's low.
Adele can
Hey, well,
fix
we
that.
got you. We got to get you fit for a putter.
That's low hanging fruit.
That
Okay.
is. We can dial 'em in
but
there.
But then it can be anything on any given day. I'm random. You know,
Okay.
like, I might have the driver one day. I might have, the wedges. I might have the irons, but I'll never put it together. So it's just finding a way to put it together.
The biggest
like
thing-
yesterday, I was just a little. I had that like an errant tee shot on 4 and an errant tee shot on 9. If I would have taken those 2 out, we're looking at and maybe if one putt goes, we're looking at a lot better.
Yeah.
So I'd say yesterday I put it together in a better way.
Mm-hmm.
All phases of I didn't completely fall apart when it comes to chipping or something like
Yeah,
that. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So I think that's the next step, man. Is like.
The biggest thing I can tell, right, and I tell this to you, I tell this to any higher handicapper, is you got to eliminate the big number. Like, eliminate the triples and doubles.
Yeah.
Get rid of them.
Yeah.
And not everybody, it's not a game of perfect, it's a game of misses. So, like, Tiger notoriously won the British Open with a 45-yard slice off the tee with his driver. And he's like, I'm playing this big old slice today. Like, I don't have driver. And then you can't force it. So you're like, if I could hit that one drive. Well, you just have a bad driver day, but don't compound the error and make it worse. Like, okay, I hit it in the right shit. I'm going to play for bogey. I'm not making double or triple. If you do that, you'll never shoot in the 90s.
Exactly, and to that point, like trying to stay away from like superhero shots. Like it's like I'm gonna get it all back on this one. I'm gonna get it all back on this one, and then next thing you know, you're over.
I played with my buddy Rob, the pilot, and
Yeah.
he's got this window. He's got like 150 to the green, and he's got a tree right in front of him. And he's got a little. I'm like, just got to hit it low, a little bump 6-iron. He's like, I think I can go over that tree. I'm like, with 9-iron, there's not a Bryson DeChambeau couldn't get over that tree, and he had a shitty lie. He's like, I got it. Hits it straight into the tree out of bounds. I'm like, this is now you make an 8.
Yeah.
you just compound
That's
an
the
error
problem.
instead of playing
Case in
for a
point.
bogey.
Case
But
in
everyone wants to just be like, okay, I can hit it up there, and I'm gonna make par. No, eliminate the 6, make a bogey.
But like. If he
They're
would've
fun.
If he would have
Feels
executed
so
that shot,
good.
that's what keeps
Oh,
coming
It
back.
feels so good.
They feel too good. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like the amazing shot you look back on. Like I think what really got me going yesterday was on hole 1. And there's trees in front of me. I have a 54. I think 88 out, and I pop it right over the tree. It flies just perfectly, lands on the green, par. You know what I'm saying? It's like 2-putt par.
You're like, it's my day.
We had birdie putts too. All of us
Yeah.
had birdie putts, and a tap in par. It's like, oh yeah, like that felt good.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
So what's your club setup? Did you get them? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Length
I
and
have
all
a
that stuff.
PXG set and a ping set. my PXG set I think is plus 1 3/4, and I think my pings are only plus 1.5. Completely different feel between the clubs.
Yeah, we were talking about
Really?
the wedges yesterday, right?
Completely different feel between the clubs. So my ping driver I hated it. I either broke it in half or I gave it away. I'm not sure. I want to say I gave it away before I was going to break it in half. But I like my PXG driver. So I have like I got like my original PXG driver, and then I went back and got they come out with a gen to get you spending more money, gen 27,000 to get you spending more money. I was like, all right, I'll get it. So I got I have 2 PXG drivers. My ping set has a critical flaw, and it's my pitching wedge. And it's not just me. It's anybody that has used it has said, like, my pitching wedge gets oddly stunted at, like, 130. You can pure the pitching wedge, and it's 130, but you pure the 9-iron, and it's 155, 160. So it leaves a gap. So you got to try to, if you want to, like, you got to try to finesse your 9-iron for 140, 145, or you have to, like, keep your pitching wedge low. It's weird.
You might, I don't know what branded it or like what's the model, but some of the clubs, is it more of like a fatter, like a shovel type? Not a blade. It's like it's like a thicker. So those thicker iron heads, they have a polyurethane insert inside. They pour it in the inside, and if you go to like leave your clubs in a car or really, really hot for like a week, that polyurethane will actually melt and then settle, and so you could have a dead spot in your club. So that's why they say don't keep your clubs in like a hot car or whatever.
Well, my garage is hot. I'm in
those-
Scottsdale.
yeah.
So my garage is.
If it's not, that's what's. I guarantee you have a dead spot. If you were to cut that wedge open, I bet you've got like a clump of that urethane off center, and it's causing you to hit it dead.
It's interesting. So I keep the PXG wedge. So like my PXG set yardage wise lines up really, really well. So I keep that PXG wedge in my bag sometimes. Like I have multiple of them. So I keep one of them. Because of this issue, I keep one of them in my ping bag, but it's just so hard. The feel of the clubs are so different. The PXGs are so much heavier. It's like I was telling E yesterday, like I'm at 145, 150, like 142. I need to use my PXG wedge, but I'm not comfortable with it right now. I haven't swung it yet.
Right.
So
So you're down in Arizona. Where do you play down there?
anywhere.
Anywhere.
One of my buddies is a member at PVCC. We'll get out there. Paradise Valley Country Club,
Okay.
and then one of my buddies is a summertime member at Silverleaf. We'll get out there. Those are my 2 favorites, like country club wise.
Nice.
And then, bro, I'll play anywhere, bro. I'm not like a snob. I know a lot of people, especially like a lot of guys, like league guys, like they get real snobby about where they play. Like
Yeah.
I'll play at the nasty course down.
I'm with you.
I just want to get out there and play, find a
Yeah.
tee time, maybe one that has a lot of openings around it. And in the summertime, it's hot in Scottsdale, so you can pretty much.
Yeah, you can get out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I like
problem.
Early morning.
I like
Scottsdale.
I like TPC up there in North Scottsdale. Wildfire is always one that I'll play often. And probably the one I play the most is Phoenician.
Oh, okay. We're playing there
Yeah, you
Thursday.
guys are. I was gonna say you guys have a golf trip down there.
Yeah.
this weekend,
You played it
right?
before?
Yeah,
No,
I have.
I haven't.
It's
Phoenician.
one thing about it is you will probably play a lot more holes than you expect a non-driver.
Yeah.
Really?
You
it's
might
more
put the
targeted.
driver. Yeah. You might put the driver
Really?
a few more times than you want, and you're gonna face those decisions and be like, gotta put it up.
I just got a new 3-wood,
But it's
so I
fun,
need to work
pretty,
on that.
very pretty.
Yeah,
back
is it?
Back nine and front nine, very different vibes. That's another one. I play there so often. Like my game will either suit the front nine or suit the back nine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Have you played Monument down there? True Monument?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's a tough course.
That's a fun course. We go down there like once every 6 weeks probably.
Yeah, probably once a
play?
month, once every 6 weeks. Yeah.
Fun though, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a
I
great
love
course.
Scottsdale.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it is a good time.
Desert golf is different.
Yeah.
But it's a.
There's
cool
have you
vibe.
played Pinnacle Peak Country Club right off Pima there?
No, I've seen it, but I
yeah.
haven't played it. It's up there with.
It's like a.
Is that
it's-
up there with like Greyhawk and all them?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're all.
Yeah,
Even Silverleaf, they're
You know-
all.
Yes, you know that show. Yeah, it's like Silverleaf, Estancia, DC Ranch,
Boom, boom,
Pinnacle.
boom.
Yeah, they're all right there. It's right by that gas station. That's like that Western Shell kind of
yeah.
like shop. Looks like a Cracker Barrel. They have. It's not a desert course though. Jesse, my buddy's a member there. That's
Oh,
where we played
really?
last time. But it's no desert. It's
That's
weird.
like
It's
Arizona Country
yeah,
Club.
Yeah. It's like there's
Arizona
no
Country
desert.
Club's no
Yeah,
desert.
Yeah.
Phoenix Country Club is no desert.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I like the desert golf.
Me too, for sure. I mean, Desert Mountain was impossible on Chiricahua. It's like you miss some desert courses can be so penalizing because if you miss the fairway, you're just screwed. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it's good.
Well, it's funny because we were talking about some of the other guys who golf. JJ Barea just walked in over there, but
Let me tell you something. JJ Barrera was cooking yesterday, but he was driving the ball.
Was he?
I'm getting solid contact, and he's out driving me 25, 30 yards.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Man.
Should we have JJ?
I haven't
hop
seen
on?
that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that out of him.
He's laughing. He's FaceTiming Rafa right now. Getting
Yeah,
tips.
exactly. So you play with him a lot, but we do have a segment called Dream Foursome. So if you could play with 3 other people, dead or alive, round of golf, who would it be?
I'm putting
Anyone.
Jordan in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We talked about Grove yesterday, right?
Mhm.
That was
Yeah.
such a fun course to
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
Does Obama golf?
Yeah, I
assume
think
so,
so.
yeah.
I don't think he
Does
does
he?
as much
I
anymore.
want to put him in
Okay.
my group. I need somebody like funny. Give me somebody funny. Somebody for vibe.
Kevin Hart. Is he alive? I
Well,
think
he-
he tries
He was
to.
at the
He
Masters.
Yeah,
took
he's at
the
the
shot for
Masters,
DeChambeau this
Yeah.
week
Yeah, he was like caddy.
That-
on the par
that
three.
same-
How'd it look?
Oh, awful. He topped it right into the water.
Yeah, and DeChambeau was like working on him on the range after
Yeah.
giving Kevin Hart a lesson. It was funny.
Give me.
The psycho DeChambeau is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys have any suggestions for my fourth?
Oh,
Kevin Hart would be a good time.
Yeah, I don't know.
That Santino guy golfs. What's his name? Andrew Santino.
the
That comedian
yeah.
guy. I think he's into it. I don't know who else does. Probably everybody, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I always love
I don't know.
like a good comedic relief on the course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta have good vibes. You gotta be laughing and having a good
You
time.
have to. Thank you. You have to.
Yeah,
Makes it way better.
throw a club.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't invite him.
Don't invite
then.
him. Yeah, he's
No, I'm a
Tossing
good time.
clubs.
I crack some
The
jokes.
good
but
thing about
guy's
you
a
is you get mad
scratch
at
golfer.
yourself.
I get mad at myself. That's correct. Yeah.
You don't get mad at. You don't bring anyone else's vibes down.
No.
Unless we're playing in like a 2-man member guest, and he'll shit on me for 4.5 hours. But
yeah, you and your high handicap over there.
yeah, high handicap. That was kind of offensive as well.
Yeah, that was kind of offensive.
I wouldn't say I beat him last week straight up, but I wouldn't say 8 handicap is too high.
No. I think it's fair. I think you're well within sandbagger levels.
Have you played DC Ranch down in Scottsdale? That's a good course.
So I've heard.
That's a really good one. You know they just shut it down for a year as well to redo the whole thing.
When does it reopen?
October,
November.
November.
I won't be able to get out there this summer.
No.
No, you're gonna.
So
have
you're
to wait.
down there in the summer, and then you stay here during season. Like, do you ever get to go to Arizona at your
When
house?
we play them.
Oh, and you get to stay there? Oh, good.
Yeah, I'll go home.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
that's nice.
Oh, that's
I'll go
nice.
home.
Ah,
Oh, that's cool. And that'd be nice, even if you had that like little 2-day break there. Then
Yeah, but we don't the 2 times we played there, we're part of back to
I was gonna
back.
say normally Phoenix seems to be back to backs,
Mm.
which not good.
no golf.
Not ideal.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
ideal. Not ideal. Well, it was funny because we were at the game. When did we go to the game last?
was
When we were with the
December.
Pepsi guys. Was it
Yeah,
December?
it might have been January-ish.
It was funny, just a story. Well, JJ's here too. This guy, I went to high school with him. Travis Armenta. Do you know Travis?
Of course.
Yeah.
I was on our staff.
Yeah, exactly. So
Travis is a
he's-
coach.
he like Chris,
Trav.
CB comes up to us and we're chatting, and then Scott Hastings and I see Travis and he's like looking at me like, how do I fucking know that guy? And he comes over and I'm like, what's up, Travis? He's like, hey, man. And like totally fucking me off. Does no clue who I am. And he's like, oh, I see everyone wearing Pins and Aces. Like, you work there? And I was like, oh, I own it. He's like, oh, you own it? Oh, that's sick. And I was like, you probably don't remember, but we went to high school together and, played basketball together. And Travis was a guy who he worked harder than anybody. Like, he worked so hard. And then there was this other guy on our team who just didn't practice at all. Was
JJ
natural
smiling in
talent.
the back.
And it's like Travis wanted he practiced so much. But anyways, then he recognized me and he's like, oh shit, small world. He's gonna come in, hasn't come in, but
We'll get on about it.
yeah, but no, he's a great guy. It was just funny, like seeing him, and I think he started like film crew or whatever, but he's like been obsessed with basketball since this day I met him.
Really?
Yeah, he's a good shooter too.
Didn't you say it? You were like, hey, remember when we combined for 35?
Oh yeah.
You had 35, I had 0.
Yeah, 0. Yeah, exactly.
That's one of my favorite high school stories
Yeah.
of mine. My older brother, he was a really good high school player. One of the games his senior year, we combined for 50. Yeah, he had 40. I was a freshman. He had 46. I had 4. But
Combined for 50. That'd be something like a mom would post on Facebook. My
Yeah.
boys combined for 50 tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that. That's funny. So where are you from?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay, and where'd you go to college?
Yinzer.
I played. Yep, I
UNC.
played 3 years at Pitt.
Oh,
People forget that.
oh,
I played 3. I was at Pitt longer than I was at North Carolina.
wow.
I had shoulder surgery, so I had a medical red shirt. I played 8 games, had to get surgery my freshman year, and then I played my red shirt freshman year, my red shirt sophomore year, and graduated after my first 3 years there.
Oh, wow.
So I had 2 years of eligibility as a grad student, and that's when I played at Carolina. People forget that I played at Pitt.
Wow. Yeah. I kind of
I'm a Pitt
remember the
alum.
North Carolina piece.
Uh-huh.
Wow. That's cool. And so then you had 1 year at North Carolina?
2,
2 years. Wow,
because I
good
had
for
that
you.
red shirt year.
Yeah.
So
So how do you think that helps in the day and age of like guys one and done? You play 5 years, you know. How do you feel like that helped you or didn't help you?
college is a completely different beast. One,
Mhm.
I think one part of it was just like the everyday hunger that you had to have. Like, you know, it's fun. There's parts of it that are glamorous lifestyle, but in my era of college basketball, and JJ can attest to this, we were broke.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't feel like I was completely broke. I mean, I had my scholarship rent compared to today's players. I had my scholarship rent check. You know, it was a couple $1,000s a month that got me through. And it was good, but like you played and you chased something. You know, you chased something. You had the discipline for it. Like that's kind of what it instilled in me. My years at Pitt, man, I show up to practice every day, like preparing to fight, like for my life. You know what I'm saying? Like you really practice was hard.
Yeah.
And I had 5 years of that, and so you know I kind of grew into adulthood in that environment.
Exactly.
It's a little bit different than growing into adulthood in a league environment. You know, it's just slight differences in it, but great experiences in both schools. Taught me a lot, learned a lot. Just you know, really had to fight. You
Yeah.
know, and try to make my way to the league, and just not giving up on that. And, you know, through some injuries and a transfer and 5 years and, you know, ups and downs, it just a little bit of resilience in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. You're not doing like AT&T commercials and making $5 million in an NIL deal and driving a Rolls Royce, you know, in college.
Would have been nice though.
Yeah, it would have been
I
nice.
drove a bright red Chevy Cruze.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Do you think the NIL is like
I loved
ruining
it.
college basketball and just
No,
sports in
I
general?
don't think
You don't
it's
think so?
ruining it. No, I think maybe the fact that you can transfer super easily and like almost like sell yourself out from year to year, top dollar. I can't blame
free
kids.
agency.
It's free agency every year. I can't blame kids for doing it. Everybody's going to, my whole thing with anything is everybody's going to and should do what's in the best interest for themselves. And these kids have opportunities to make money for themselves and their families, real meaningful money. By all means, capitalize on it. You know, for a long time, that money was in the pot just going into other people's hands and going elsewhere. So if the system's going to be screwed up, I want it to be screwed up and the players benefit. Right?
That's fair.
But I think there's something about it where you can just kind of boom, 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 4 schools, 4 years. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
just keep trying to chase the highest bid. It's not perfectly ideal, but I think NIL is fine. And the guys that make bad decisions and flame out and the money gets to their head and they start acting a fool, well, them just be the same guys that do that in the league.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you kind of, from an NBA scouting perspective, you see how guys operate when they get a little money on them instead of it being a complete wild card,
Yeah.
you know?
It's actually a good point that the
That's
money's
great.
there regardless, so you might as well go to the players.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
they
not
were
like
making-
it wasn't there when he was there.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Well, they're
You
making
just
money
weren't
off
getting it.
jersey sales and all the other stuff. They're marketing the players, big banners, and
Yeah.
players are getting $2,000 a month rent check. You
Yeah,
know,
it's
and it's
crazy.
like we can't even, you know. So, a question I like to ask athletes is, me being a solid athlete myself in many different disciplines, the level from
Your KT tape on your
yeah,
back.
the
Just
KT tape.
Just walked into
Yeah,
the
can we hear this
chiropractor.
story
Yeah.
first? I mean,
How did
'cause
you
this
hurt
is-
yourself?
So I was putting up some big boy weight in the gym. Haven't done that in a long time. No, so I'm like, okay, I lost a lot of weight, and you know, I'm a dad. I got 4 kids, 36. So I'm like, I got to get back in shape a little. So I've been doing a nice little superset workout, quick little 30-minute before come to work, and I'm doing rows, right? And I'm doing 65-pound rows, dumbbells. For me, that's big boy weight. So on my third set, I like put my lower back into it a little bit and just tweaked. I fell down at the gym. It was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. You would have been like, oh,
Oh,
my
I wish
God.
I saw that.
dropped the weight. I could barely pick the weight up. The worst part.
Did you just freeze? Like,
Well, this is the worst
Lock
part.
up?
Yeah, no, like I could kind of feel it pop in my lower back yesterday. The worst part was, so I fell down, dropped the 65-pound weight, of course, and this like 110-pound high school girl comes up and she grabs the weight and puts it back, and I was like, "Thanks, I'm going to the sauna."
Can you help me?
Going to the sauna.
So yeah, I've got an injury. So yeah, this guy who did, because Liam had a big hip surgery and he like got PT, and so I called him and I'm like, I need an emergency session today. So he got me in there. But pathetic NARP athlete.
Back to your question.
Back to my
Yeah.
question. What's the difference level like for me from like high school to college? Was in like I was a really good high school player. In college, it was like this is next level. I can't imagine from college to pros, because a lot of pro athletes we have, they were a phenom in high school, probably pretty good obviously in college, and then like to make it to the pros. What's the different levels from those transitions? Obviously, you're probably a great high school player. You go to D1 basketball in college. Like what's the transition?
High
like?
school to
What's different?
college is the biggest physical jump,
It was okay.
because in college you'll still get guys that are very physically developed and strong, even to an NBA level. You know, the biggest difference between college and NBA is then skill level jump and IQ jump. I'd say even more than the skill level jump, and it all depends on where you played high school. Like I'm from Pittsburgh. I played in our leagues. You know, like I wasn't on a prep school. I was on a national schedule. So going from high school basketball and that, I mean, obviously I played AAU and that stuff against the best of the best, so then you're getting that exposure. But to go from like my high school competition to ACC competition, huge jump all around. Going from college to the league, the jump becomes IQ. How can you figure out the game? And then getting used to an NBA type schedule, like 82 games, less practicing, less live practicing. Can you adapt? As a shooter in college, you know, if I have an off game, then I got 2-3 practices against live competition, against like, you know, our backups, walk-ons, whatever, where I can kind of sort that back out. In the league, if you're off one night, you might have a back-to-back. You got to figure it on the fly. You might have, and then another game 2 nights later where like you don't have practice time to figure it out then and there. So like if you're on a heater, stay on it, cool. But if you're cold, like you got to figure out how to get off that. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out how to manage yourself, manage your body. And then so much of the NBA game, like I just said, is understanding IQ, what your team is trying to accomplish. It's like just a big jump in that. You get, honestly, it's like an enlightenment kind of period when you get to the NBA and then you go back and watch college. You're like, dang, was I really doing this? You know what I mean? And in college, they play hard. That's why I think people look at the NBA and say they don't play hard. You know, you hear that all the time. They don't play hard. They don't play defense. No, it's just that energy is applied in a much more efficient, strategic way.
Yeah, more on a neuro level, like with your brain. And I think when JJ was on, we were talking to him about Joker, and like, yeah, he can shoot and he can make moves, but I think his biggest strength is his IQ or court awareness. I mean, it seems like he knows where everybody is at all times.
He's way ahead of everybody on the court.
Do you get that with him too? Like, do you see that as like?
Yeah,
bro,
we talk
his
about it all
skill
the
is, like-
time. It's a rare combination of feel, and I think one of the things is pure spatial awareness, just mental mapping of the court. That thing is always just running at like supercomputer processing. You know what I mean? Like he just knows where everybody is. He's so able to use leverage and like his size to his advantage, and so he's not fast in a traditional sense, and he's not necessarily even quick in a traditional sense, but he gets by people and he finds angles, and he's able to get around defenders extremely easily. And then everything, like you said, he just sees the next play, and then on top of that, like he has the best shooting touch in the league right now, where it's just like the little shots he makes that we see him make, you probably take it for granted. These are not easy shots. And if it's like a little floater jump hook in the lane, he's shooting them probably at 75-80%
from here.
Whereas most people are probably shooting that at 45 to 55%, and that's a huge jump in like offensive efficiency. You know? They're tough shots, and it's just super easy for him.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, because it doesn't look like wow. It's not like wowing any. It's not like a crazy crossover.
It
or
just
some-
looks like
broke his legs.
Like
It's
he
just
had a
like
funny play versus
slow.
San Antonio the other day where he caught the ball on the 3-point line, and like kind of everybody was settling, scrambling. He takes the slowest one dribble in, stops on 2 feet, It's almost
saw
like he
that.
took a deep breath, puts the ball behind his head, and just shoots it mid-calf back to defense. Like for him to be able to just move at his own pace and score the ball kind of whenever he wants to, and it's a different kind of thing the league's never seen before, kind of.
So how did you, obviously you're naturally gifted, put in a lot of effort and hard work to get to where you're at. Less than 1% of Division I college basketball players play in the NBA for more than 3 years. So everyone thinks, and it's like John talks, to the CU guys, everyone thinks they're going pro. Everyone, and previous to the NIL stuff, everybody thought they were making money and like, I'm going to be a pro basketball. And now they don't have anything. John tries to help them life after college sports. So like if you had to give someone advice, okay, how do you go? Like, you're a pretty good college basketball player. What's the key to success to making it in the NBA? That's like not easy to do. It's so underrated. You see it like, oh yeah, it's just this guy who played at North Carolina.
Right.
But there's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah.
Like, how do you do that?
One thing that I would like encourage kids to stay away from is like immediate gratification, kind of. On my journey, it was never like I gotta be one and done. I gotta be two and done. I gotta be, you know what I mean? This is where it's good to have goals, but like don't let those consume you. Let the things that consume you be the day to day. I need to be my best today. I need to be my best self in practice. I need to be my best self in weights. I need to identify what I need to get better at, and I need to work on those things and let the big picture then take care of itself in that way. If I would have put too much pressure on myself from day one of college, like league or bust, like I gotta, and then every little bump in the road would just be like confidence shattering. I had shoulder surgery, knee surgery, 2 hip surgeries, like that it would have knocked me off course. But my whole thing was just like, I'm gonna take care of what I need to take care of today, and then tomorrow comes and I'm gonna do the same thing. And so it just kept me on a path where that I stayed out of my own way. A lot of guys get in their own way a lot. So it's like you staying out of trouble, you're doing the right things. And for me, it just so happened that, I'm very blessed, very fortunate. The league, as I'm growing, is turning into, they want guys like me, 6'8" that can shoot. It's perfect for me. Like maybe the NBA 15 years ago, 20 years ago, is not as, it's not like I'm a power forward. Like it's funny, if they list me on the sheet as a power forward, to me is the funniest thing in the world. Because anybody that has known me since I was a kid, I am the furthest thing from like a power forward that you ever think. Like I played point guard all the way until college. I was a combo guard is what I was recruited at originally. Like I was recruited as a 1-2 originally in college. So to be like a 4, and I grew late. And so to be like a 4 is hilarious. But like the NBA now is just so it's very beneficial to guys like me. Stretch the floor, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that, be tall and shoot threes. It's like
right.
I just kind of right place, right time. Very fortunate, very blessed to hang in there, and
yeah,
it made its way through.
Right. Is the drama of like an individual play a factor now? Or is a guy, maybe JJ would answer, a little bit older, he would know. A guy like Latrell Sprewell.
He calling you old, JJ.
His old ass is taking a nap over there, actually.
Is a guy like Latrell Sprewell making an NBA team in today's NBA? I don't know.
You talking about from the drama perspective?
Yeah. Just like
if you're good enough,
if
you're good enough, there's always a level. Like there's guys that are not as good, but they're very drama free, very good teammates. Like those guys have a space in the league. You know what I mean? Like just great people to have around. And it's just like there's like a curve. There's like a talent to drama curve. If you come with drama, you better have talent.
John Morant.
You better have talent.
Is he still in the league? Does he still play?
Yeah.
Yeah? I don't know. I just remember he had like a incident at a strip club or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
A handful of them, but
Throwing grenades into the crowd too.
yeah.
I was there at a Nuggets game. I was like, "What the fuck?"
But
is
he's
he doing?
talented.
What's he doing?
He was like popping.
It's
the
his
grenade and
3-point
tossing it in the
celebration.
crowd.
Oh. Oh my
And everyone was like booing him and yelling
Yeah, he's
shit. I'm
pulling
like,
the
"What's
pin,
happening?"
Throwing it and covering his ear.
Yeah.
And running down the court. It's a really well executed
It
celebration.
was pretty cool, but I was like, "What is he doing over
The
there?"
execution of it was pretty clean.
Yeah.
Well, there's a guy with a lot of talent, so
Yeah. I mean,
it's just
it did look cool.
it's just a talent to drama ratio that you got to have in check.
yeah. Okay.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, when I saw him doing it, I was like, "All right, looks cool to me," but I don't know.
Then they said no more violent gestures.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's what they
They
said.
Uh,
did that in the NFL, like no gun.
Oh,
no-
NFL is the most like they don't let them do anything.
No.
I think
That is
Football.
literally the no fun league now.
You should. I think football, the way it is, like I think they should allow a lot more celebration in football.
I think it's
Yeah.
fun. I think it gets people into the athletes and the
Especially
players.
after a
and
sack, go
they got a little
nuts.
something.
Yeah.
After a
Light
sack,
somebody
after a
up, go
touchdown, after a
nuts.
first
Yeah.
down, like that's some people's favorite things about football. Like they have creativity.
Yeah.
I mean, Chad Johnson, like the celebrations, like he started it, the trend of it.
Yeah, and remember like the Randy Moss when he mooned the Packers?
Yeah.
Like,
Big
Joe
fine,
Buck,
big
that's a
fine.
disgusting
Straight
act.
cash. Straight cash.
That's a disgusting act.
Like
And
he
then-
actually put his pants down, like just
Yeah.
the gesture. Of,
yeah, it
the
was
gesture of a
hilarious.
fake moon.
The comment, he gets eviscerated every time that clip pops back up, and like this is the moment I started to hate Joe Buck. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I think for golf content,
But
we
they
should start
moved
bringing
him.
back celebrations.
yeah. That's
should.
what. Yeah, and he was like, Packers fans are.
Packers fan mooned
you
him
know,
on the
they
way
were
to the
saying
game.
racist shit,
Yeah,
and they were
something.
doing all that stuff. He's like, fuck these guys.
So what are we celebrating? In
I don't know. You stick a approach shot in, throw the grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chichi Rodriguez from Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
he would do
Yeah,
the sword,
the sword,
and then
yeah.
he would put his putter. He'd make
Really?
a long
Yeah.
putt, and he'd do the fencing, and then he'd put it
Yeah.
in his.
He would
like
drop a
holster it,
putt.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
let's bring the
incredible.
theatrics
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's what he was famous for.
So do you ever travel and play a lot of golf? Like in the summer off season, you're like, hey, I'm gonna get a boys trip together.
If
Let's
I'm
go play.
going somewhere, I don't really do that often, like coordinate golf trips. But if I'm going somewhere, and I think there's an opportunity to golf, I'll bring my clubs. You know, if I'm going home to Pittsburgh, I'll bring my clubs with me then. If I'm going to Florida for something, I might bring my clubs. If I'm going on, I wouldn't do it for golf, but if I'm going somewhere and I'm like, I can get some rounds in, then I'll.
But you're not going like, hey, I got to get a trip to Bandon Dunes with the boys.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm sure I
That's
will.
what you need to
Should,
get
yeah,
into.
yeah.
Those are the best
Golf trips
trips.
with the boys.
Yeah,
Bro.
those are the best.
Yeah, it is the.
We always mean to, we just never end up executing.
We're
Yeah.
talking yesterday. We got to
tough.
do one down in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
That's what JJ
Summer,
said.
Yeah.
After,
Beach.
sometime in June, July after the season.
What's the course Eric and Rafa are at? They just opened it up by Rafa's. Yeah.
Say it. No,
Yeah,
your turn.
Yeah.
Your turn.
No, I can't say it. Is it Dorado del Mar.
That wasn't bad, actually.
Dorado Del Mar.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's sick. Puerto Rico's amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's just like it's the best.
And then playoffs start Saturday, right?
Saturday 1:30 Prime Video.
1:30 Prime Video. All right. So
gets-
what's your guys' kind of like schedule for this week? Does things
This week
change?
is
or?
it's different because we don't have in season. You don't have practice blocks like this. So now you have a block where you can put a ton of attention to Minnesota. Maybe go one day where you're getting after a little bit, one day a little bit lower, one day getting after a little bit, one day a little bit lower. Like try to find a rhythm, keep a rhythm, get your scout in place, get your game plan in place, and then keep everybody like, you know what I mean, in high gear but not worn down.
Okay. That makes sense. Well, I mean, obviously, you guys are good enough to win an NBA championship, but kind of what's your guys' like mindset going into this? Is that kind of like, is it just series by series? You
It's series
thinking
by
ahead,
no.
or-
It's got to be series by. It's game by game.
Okay.
That's the thing. It's game by game. If my experience in the playoffs has taught me anything, it's the only thing that matters is the next game. You could lose by 30 in one game and play the same team in game 4 a night or two later. It's a whole new environment. So you have to respect every game. You have to respect every environment. And you can't get comfortable if you get a lead, and you can't panic if you drop a game or two.
It's always crazy to me just how long the playoffs are. Like, I feel like it's got to be
grind.
so mentally
Another 2 months.
draining. Yeah,
That's
it's like
crazy.
2
But when you
months.
take it series by series, it's just so much fun, though.
Yeah.
You take it game by game, it's so much fun. Like you blink and it's, game 6 of the second round. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
situations like that where it's just it's the fun way outweighs the grind of it. Like, down the stretch of an NBA season, you're coming around, maybe mid-March, you feel the effects of the season, like it wears you down, you're a little tired, 82 games, I'm beat up. Then the playoffs you turn the corner of the playoffs and it's just like fresh energy, bro.
That's what you
Like,
did it for.
Exactly.
All year. Yeah.
Exactly. So you just feel rejuvenated. And as I wasn't in the playoffs the last 2 years, and so like it would be days like today, and I'm packing up and going back to Arizona, and getting ready for off season, and you go home and you turn on the playoff games as they come on, and you're just like, dang, like I feel like such a bum.
I should be here.
I should be here.
Yeah.
I'm weak.
So someone
to
like
be
you
back-
don't take the playoffs for granted.
No, you
obviously.
love
but do
it.
you think
This is what
there's
you live
guys who
for.
go there every year that's just kind of like, oh, this is where we are, same thing? Or
If you're there every year, and you're a main reason why you're there every year, that just means you're really good. And so if you take it for granted in that way, a kind of sneak positive of that is that the moment's not overwhelming.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, I'm used to this. You know, that's part of playoff experience, is that like you're steady through the moment. So there's positives and negatives to every situation that you can, imagine from a perspective view of it. But I'm sure there are people like that. But I think most you'll see in the playoffs, like it's a lot more physical. It's you like I'll come out of a series like black and blue all over. You know what I mean? Like you are playing full out every game.
Wow. That's, yeah. It would be, for me, it'd be a mental grind. Like, I don't know if I have the mental acuity.
But if you have the mental acuity to get through 82, and then you have this week to, like, that's why we got out in golf yesterday. It's like, get away for just a second.
Take a break.
And then lock back in. And then you take it game by game. So I'm not thinking, like, I got 2 more months of basketball. I'm thinking, like, I got a game on Saturday.
Yeah.
And that
right.
did everything.
Who's the best player in the NBA in your opinion, or maybe toughest to guard, or like, dang, this
all
guy's
time or right now?
Like right now.
Best
And
player
maybe
in
all
the league
time.
right now. Best player in the league right now is tough.
It just seems like everyone's so
Toughest to guard. Yeah, there's a lot of good.
I mean,
if I'm
obviously.
going greatest all time, I'm always gonna say Jordan. And then Bron is too. It's hard to say who's tough right now. One person that is always such an interesting and different guard is Steph Curry.
Really?
Yeah, just how much you have to chase him around and how quick he is and how he can shoot from anywhere. We were playing him last year in Brooklyn, and it's 2 seconds left in the first half, and Jimmy Butler just crosses half court and pitches it back to Steph Curry. I was guarding Jimmy, so he pitched it back to Steph Curry, and he catches it with his back almost to the basket at half court. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm not close enough to him right now. And he kind of like shoots it over his head like this. Cash.
That's
You got to be kidding me, man.
yeah. That's he is. He's.
Could you
a freak.
imagine the shape you have to be in to chase him around?
Oh,
Because he does
God.
not
Imagine the
stop.
shape
Like he's
he's
just,
Yeah.
True.
yeah,
He plays a lot of golf.
yeah,
Yeah,
I would like
he's
to play
good.
Yeah.
You know who else
He's
is a
good.
really good NBA golfer? Austin Reeves.
yeah.
I
Oh, I
always
saw
hear
that.
that
I've
name
heard.
too.
I've heard he's the best.
He's like a
athlete.
+3.
Self-made
Yeah.
over COVID.
Yeah. I
Really?
saw that.
Self-made over
I
COVID.
think
These
he-
athletes, though, man.
I think he's playing in that Internet Invitational.
Yeah,
You
I think
think
he
so?
is.
Summer.
I think he is.
With that oblique, though.
Yeah.
That oblique might change his game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's like a +4. I mean, he's like legit.
Yeah.
Really?
But it's these athletes, man. Your gift, God-given ability. You good at, and like even you broke 80 in 4 months playing golf. You know?
Yeah.
So like one of the greatest stories.
It's easy.
One of the greatest stories and like one of the best people I've ever played golf with was J.R. Smith. I played with him a couple of his first ever rounds of golf when he played here in
You
Denver.
could tell he'd get the bug.
Yeah, because like he came out maybe at like 110. Then like his next round he was like at 88, 87. He was just so naturally athletic.
Bro, he went back and played college golf.
And now he
Yeah. I mean, that's
and now
crazy.
he's like a scratch golfer.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
And when he'd come to the course, he dressed like Payne Stewart. He had knickers, the
Really?
socks, like Argyle, like he was clean.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
he was and he took it so seriously.
Yeah, it was funny. I saw a post that he posted because he went to Pine Valley, which is like
Oh, yeah.
the most exclusive course probably in the world. Maybe Cypress Point, but Pine Valley definitely higher than Augusta. Like crazy story about Pine Valley is the year Phil Mickelson won his first Masters. Pine Valley's in New Jersey. He called Pine Valley and said, "Hey, it's Phil," and they're like, "Oh, Phil, congratulations, you just won the Masters." And he's like, "Yeah, I'd love to come out and play Pine Valley. I've never played it, and bring the green jacket, you know." And they're like, "Oh, we'd love to have you. Like, that'd be fantastic. Who's the member you're going to be playing with?"
We're a little busy at the moment.
Yeah, they wouldn't let him. He's like, "I don't have a member." He's like, "I'm sorry, sir, but this is a members only club." Wouldn't let Phil Mickelson come out and play.
That's
Only
crazy.
golf.
So
With the green jacket.
That's crazy.
He said, I want to bring the green jacket
Yeah.
to your course. And
Yeah.
race you. No.
Nah, we're
Sorry.
good.
So what member?
We're good.
But like JR had
Find a member.
you know, he had the full suite posted. He bought like probably 20 grand worth of merch in the pro shop, like all the polo. Because like Pine Valley, you see a Pine Valley, you're a golfer and you see that, you're like, dang, that guy is. But there's some snobby ones like San Francisco Golf Club is notorious. You can't wear black socks. You can't have any visible tattoos. So like if you have an arm tattoo, you got to wear
the
long sleeve.
sleeve.
Yeah, like there's still
But the
like
sleeve
that.
can't be black, or only the socks can't be black.
Only maybe the sleeve, but the socks you can't wear black socks. It's like an old school rule. Like that's crazy. You know, pants
As long
only.
as it's not a white belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Yeah, some of the golf stuff.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's
you
so
know?
dumb.
Yeah, and it's like Bear Creek is men's only,
Yeah.
just up the road in Denver here. Like no women allowed. Still, which is kind of crazy.
That's
You know, to have that here in Colorado. But yeah, so.
Not our rules.
But yeah, it's not our rule. Come on.
Well, you want to tell us about your podcast real quick before we wrap this up?
Yeah. Old Man and Three was originally started by JJ Redick and Tommy Alter, and I was a guest on it years ago. Really great what they were doing, and I was never like let me get in the podcast space kind of guy. But you know, I really enjoyed doing the ep with Tommy and JJ, and when JJ took the job in LA, it was like, okay, Tommy and the production team were looking to pivot. And I was in Brooklyn, so before JJ took that job, he had a whole podcast studio set up in Brooklyn. Great studio, and you know what got me really in it? He had a golf sim.
Oh shit!
He had a golf
That's a good
sim in
get,
there.
yeah.
So they gave me a key to the studio, and that was my escape in New York. Like that was like, you know, this year in the season I didn't really touch the clubs, but like last year in Brooklyn, if I'm chilling in any given evening, it was like 15-minute walk, 5-minute drive from my place, the studio. And so I was like, I'm gonna just go over to the sim and play 18. So I was there all the time. And so the way that Tommy and the production team decided to pivot the podcast, they renamed it The Young Man and the Three, and they would just have, you know, players kind of co-host it with Tommy, who's my co-host now. And so I was on there, and I would do it sometimes, and we had some good eps. And then, you know, I'd be in the studio in the golf sim, and Tommy would be like, hey, let's record an intro for this episode we did. So just naturally, I was on the pod more and more and more. And next thing you know, they're like, hey, you want to, like, we'll relaunch Old Man and the Three, and then you can be the host with Tommy. And so there's like an Old Man and the Three faction. Those are the episodes that I'm on with Tommy and whatever guests we have. And then there's still like on Thursdays or Fridays, we release a Young Man and Three episode, which is like Tommy going from kind of team to team almost and getting 2 or 3 guys and having like an open discussion there. So it's been pretty cool so far. And
That is cool.
you know, and our team, our group is so good with the production stuff. They make it so easy on me. It's not like I'm spending all my time editing and post production type of
Yeah,
deal.
yeah,
Like it's pretty, you know, I show up, do my business, and they handle it so well. So
Do you have a studio here, or do you have to go to Brooklyn and do it when you do record the episode?
no,
or are you just doing it from
they
your house?
came in. Amazon came in, gave me a setup in my. I converted one of the bedrooms in my apartment to my little podcast space.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
That's perfect.
easy.
That's easy.
Set me up.
Yeah, that is sweet.
Yeah.
That's
All right,
cool.
cool.
I
I got
guess
my
we'll-
cameras like this, my mic, my lights. You know what I'm saying?
You got it all dialed in.
You said Amazon did that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's
And
awesome.
one last thing
Amazon.
from me, being a UNC guy, the hire of Michael Malone. I know you didn't play with him or play for him last year, but what are your thoughts on that hire?
I think our roster might shape up to something nice, and I think a lot of it, like, I don't know how his style will be, especially at a college level, so I can't really speak to that. Everybody that I've talked to said he's well equipped to handle college basketball, and that's positive. He kept Sean May on staff. I think that's good, keeping a UNC guy on. He kept Eric Hoots, who's not a coach but more of an ops guy. He's essential to the program. Like, if Hoots wasn't still there, like, every former player would revolt. So, like, there's still that kind of, you know, sense of what we know, the familiarity there. But it looks like the roster he's building might be decent. The Virginia Tech transfer we just picked up, he's legit. And if we can, you know, put a couple more solid pieces, I think they're eyeing a couple more, and keep the recruits that we had under HD, I think we might be able to put out a good roster.
I just saw something on Instagram like an hour before you got here, which is kind of weird. I heard someone transferred to Arizona and then a top commit decommitted.
From Carolina.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is that true?
Yeah,
I don't know-
Derek
I don't know
Dixon,
what their
who's
names
a really
are.
good player. Dixon transferred to Arizona, and then I think it might have been Mingo that decommitted. I don't think he's out though. I think he's
Okay.
just reopening.
Just looking around.
Say, hey, give me a couple more dollars, I'll come.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah,
college
all right.
sport.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And when you transfer, it's like you know the school that it's like it's almost like a grass is greener. Like the school that has you is like, this is what you're worth, and then the next school is like, nah, we'll pay you more. You're better than that. We'll show you, and then rinse and repeat kind of stuff. But you know, I like to give the power to the players. I think Malone will field a good team and get them playing the way he wants them to. Tar Heels champions 2027.
Here we go.
Come on it right now.
Interesting, because Michael does not like young players, so now he's
Now
stuck
he's
with them.
dealing with even younger.
Oof. Yeah, we'll see. Well, where can people find you? Instagram and stuff like that?
Instagram, Cam Johnson 23 at
Okay.
Old Man the 3 is our podcast page. And then on the court.
All right.
We'll
Cool.
be
And on the
watching
course this
Saturday,
summer.
And on the
1:30
course.
Prime, 1:30 Mountain
1:30 Mountain, home game,
home
first
game
to wear at home,
against
Prime
the
Video.
T-Wolves.
Cool. Well,
Perfect.
go Nuggets. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for making the
Thanks, man.
time.
Yeah, it was a great time. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Appreciate it. See you guys.